because a lot of that time during 75 hard, I was kind of so focused on 75 hard that I was neglecting, the kids, neglecting the wife. Like, we were doing it together. It was cool. Like, we had our time together and stuff, but I was neglecting things that were very important.
Right.
That should have been a priority also at the time.
That's a challenge in itself, though, because it's like, for me, naturally, I want to do the easier thing.
Yeah.
But the harder thing and the right thing to do would be to maximize your time.
Yeah.
As best you can. You want to be obsessive, like you're talking about, with doing hard shit and neglecting other areas. But for the most part, for me too, sometimes I don't realize I'm wasting time. You get stuck in the loop. It's something you're used to every day. It's mindless. You really got to step back and see where your time is going. And then you'll realize that you have time.
I'm trying to grow myself so that I can help these other people grow. And that's what they need to kind of see it as for themselves too.
They need to be put through that adversity, to be pushed, especially as young men. I think it was important for him to go through that, and also for the others to witness that. All the men here are pushing themselves, past what they think they can.
Strong. 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 Strong.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Build podcast. The Baldy Boys are back for another one, and this is the Pacific Islanders podcast, where we tell you about our lessons and our stories of our journey to help you on yours. So, coming back to you live from MBHQ.
Yes, sir.
And really just an update on everything that's been going on here. I feel like we're constantly doing stuff.
It's a lot of moving parts lately.
Yeah, that's for sure. A lot going on, but it feels good, man. It really feels like there's a lot of momentum behind the brand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of growth, and not just with the brand, but with the people that are connected to us, and with everything that we've been doing. And that's kind of been the focus, and I've definitely been enjoying it. We've been doing a lot of stuff, and just continuing to stack on and learn from all these experiences that we're just kind of putting together and figuring out along the way. But I think like the biggest thing, right now I'm doing 75 hard. Like I kind of want to talk about that and how this round is going.
This is what, round 3?
This is round 3. But remember how we were talking, like I didn't even realize how it was like 3 years ago or whatever, that the first year.
Since the last one?
Yeah, because remember we did it that one, I think it was 2022, right? We did it twice in 2022, and I didn't even realize it was that long ago.
Damn.
So like coming in this one, it's a lot different, just because basically been living like that for the most part, since doing it. And
a lot of the things that you learned from the first couple rounds of
it's stuck.
It's implemented, and it's your daily.
So it hasn't been too crazy. Just some like little, it's just adjusting based off. The first time we did it, we only had 2 kids. I was working a regular, shift, day, like work schedule. And now we have 3 kids. I work a graveyard shift, and just trying to navigate all that. But it's been tough just to make sure that I get everything in, and I've had to move things a lot to just make it happen. But that's the whole point of the whole program, is to prioritize and make things happen that you need to make happen. The easy part is that I don't do a lot of the stuff that I used to do when I first did 75 hard, where I was really just trying to push out all the stuff that I used to do. And I think that, like, that's on a video I talked about it, where those first 2 times I went pretty damn hard. Like I was doing really like tough workouts, rucking, running, the diet stuff, coming in and doing everything for the business and stuff every day, and just figuring that out and really pushing really hard during that time. And now I don't feel like I'm really doing it like that. Like
it's not as hard or as intense as it
had to be.
First time.
Yeah, as it had to be that time. And when I look back at it, it's really because I had to push out that person. I was trying to change my identity, and even not realizing it at the time. But that played a huge part in like where we're at now and where I'm at now.
That's what I was just going to ask you. How did when you did it, looking back now, or when you first did it, did you expect that change? You know what I mean? For it to stick that hard and to go through, a lot of shit you went through. Yeah, I think like the lonely phase and all that. It did completely change.
Yeah.
No,
completely. I'm thinking back, like when I was in it, it was just like day by day, like just go hard, and that's all I thought about was just trying to be a hard ass, basically, right? And it's not that I was trying to prove that I was a hard ass. It was just trying to be hard because that's what I was seeing a lot, right? And I mean, the program is called 75 Hard, so I just thought make it harder for yourself, just do hard things. But I mean, coming into it now, after all the years, of kind of sticking to the lifestyle, and really changing who I am, like it's taught me how to when I should go hard, when to recover, how to navigate the family life. And because a lot of that time during 75 Hard, I was kind of so focused on 75 Hard that I was neglecting, the kids, neglecting the wife. Like we were doing it together. It was cool. And we had our time together and stuff, but I was neglecting things that were very important.
Right.
That should have been a priority also at the time.
Yeah.
And even though, I'm there, but it's not, there wasn't enough focus on it when I look back on it. And it's a priority of mine now.
Yeah.
And
to be more present.
Be present when I'm with my kids and with my wife, and enjoy the time that I get with them, and not think that I have to be some hard ass with the weights or be the fastest fucking runner or run all these marathons and do all these things. And it's just over time you really get a grasp of what's important. And I think that's what all of this has done, and that's why I still do it. And it's 75 Hard to me now is not to try to change my identity. It's just try to get better. At that time, I think it was trying to change my identity, become a different person, because what I was getting in my life wasn't what I wanted.
Yep. And
this is just to be better and get more fine-tuned in all those aspects of the life of my life that I want to be better at for the people that I care about. And I look at it in a way also where it's also for the people that come in for Friday night lifts, for all the guys. It's for all the people that come in for MBRC. For our crew here, our team here. It's for me to be better for everybody around us. So it's nothing about like I said before, I don't have to be the fastest runner. Nobody's looking for that. No, they're not looking for. They're looking for someone that can lead, that can navigate stuff, help people, and help other people navigate stuff. And that's all I'm trying to figure out as I'm doing all this is, and seeing what's important to me. As I go through all this stuff and figure it out, and I feel great. Like I feel, other than my damn shoulder injury, like body feels great, mind feels great, and it's like there's a lot of clarity there, and I know what I want. And I'm not afraid to go after it, and despite, all the obstacles that come, and especially in this phase, as we're going through it with a lot of different things, with a lot of things changing, I'm not afraid to put my foot down, because I don't want anything stopping what's going on and what's happening. So it's a huge learning phase for me, but I know it, and it's a crucial time, especially in the brand. So it's important for me, I think, that I fine tune and get everything right, so that just so I can be the best that I can be, especially in these moments, in these times that we're going through with MB.
Yeah.
But it's been hard. It's been tough in a way that you're just getting the task done. It's because sleeping schedule is different and work schedule is different. I've had, and then, I got Andre's getting older. He's playing sports, so getting to sports and stuff. We got a baby, 1-year-old. So, dealing with that.
The whole range there almost.
It's just a lot, man. And that's why when people always talk about I don't have enough time. I don't have time to do this. I'm too busy. I don't believe that. Majority of the time, I don't believe that. And it's you just don't prioritize. You just don't prioritize the right things. You make time for things that aren't helping you grow. And
you don't realize it.
Yeah. And I mean, we were like that. We would say
I'm still kind of like that. I was telling that to my wife the other day. It's the time that I if I'm at work and I got some downtime, I'll sit there, I'll go on my phone and scroll social media. That time right there is wasted time. That's time I could be doing other things, making shorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or finishing up the edits on the videos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could break away for a little bit and just tweak those. And that's a challenge in itself, though, because it's for me, naturally, I want to do the easier thing.
Yeah.
But the harder thing and the right thing to do would be to maximize your time.
Yeah.
As best you can. You want to be obsessive, like you're talking about, with doing hard shit and neglecting other areas. But I think for the most part, for me too, sometimes I don't realize I'm wasting time. You get stuck in the loop. It's something you're used to every day. It's mindless, so you don't realize it. So, but you really got to step back and see where your time is going, and then you'll realize that you have time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the phone thing. Even me, I'm even during 75 Hard, I'm learning I do have spare time, and a lot of time when I'm on my phone, trying to create. I don't try to take in a bunch of content. Like, I'm not looking at shit all the time on my phone, like going through content and looking at people's stuff. I even barely pay attention to what other people are doing. So I don't really like look at, too much content on social media. I mean, if I'm on there too, a lot of it is I'm trying to learn, like, what content is out there, how we can make our content better.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to create content. Cause like we talked about over here, like, content's like going to be a big thing for us this year, and we want to make sure that we're putting out a lot. So I'm always just trying to create something. I'm always just trying to figure out how to like keep putting content out there to represent the brand, represent us, represent what we do, and our our merchandise, everything. So it's always like constantly learning. So I do find myself spending a lot of time on my phone, but
it's not mindless. It's there's an intent behind it.
And it's also being aware that stuff plays a role in the way you think, like the stuff that you are watching, and I don't
Stuff
think
you're exposed to.
Yeah, and I don't think enough people like pay attention to that, like with how they think and then how they start speaking, and
that's for damn sure.
Yeah, and it's like I definitely there's times where I do look at content and I scroll on the phone, but for the most part I'm trying to figure out ways of content for us and ways to create and put out the best way, and doing things like, dude, I've even not figured out, but I've been trying to do things that are a little more uncomfortable, right? So like I've been posting more videos of me just speaking on the camera, like on my personal stuff, and that stuff is uncomfortable for me. Like I just don't like being the center of attention. I don't like having people have to listen to me talk like that. But I know that it's like I've gone through the things that I've gone through so that I can share those experiences and share what I've learned. And it's just that. It's like I don't want the attention on me. I want the attention on what I've been through. So I try to share the stories, and that's a way that I feel it is a powerful way to do it. And just putting myself out there and just trying to share the best I can. Also like it helps me learn how to communicate. Like when I get to go back and rewatch the videos and see how I could have maybe said something a little better, tweak something. It's all learning. Like that's all I'm trying to do. And the more I put it out there, the less uncomfortable it gets. So I just try to do it as often as I can when I have the time. And then I try to make time for it. I try to, I have a lot of notes. If you ever saw my phone, like I put down a lot of things that I think about, a lot of things that I've gone through, just so that I can try to share it in a way that resonates with people. And I know a lot of times the stuff that I talk about or I share, it goes over people's heads. Like it's not something they've experienced, and it's not something that they can sit with, because most people aren't really trying. And I get that. It's okay. It's not, I don't put out content to try to
please
entertain,
or
entertain or please people. I don't try to do that. I try to put out stuff that I know can help people, because it helps
challenge them.
Or challenge them. Yeah. So it's all like, it's really all about learning and growing. And I really feel like real passionate and strongly about all of it and everything that I'm doing, because I've seen the effects, and I've seen all these people come in here and do things that I know are special to them, and it helps them. And once I found out and saw like how powerful it's been, like I'm only seeking ways to try to get better so that we can keep helping other people, because it is the best feeling, man. It's the best feeling. Like all the things that are happening right now, and it's really cool to see all these people just handling business the way they are, and just changing their lives in really good ways when it comes to their health and their mindset, and thinking of, especially when it comes to the kids, like just think of what they're capable of and stuff. And we've had a lot of those experiences lately, and with the group stuff that we've been doing. So it's been cool. Like 75 Hard's been a good experience so far. I think we're on day 32, 33 right now. Yeah. And it's been chilling. It's nothing crazy. I basically stuck to the kind of the same schedule I was doing. Not what I was doing the first two times. But I rarely walked the first two times I did 75 Hard. Yeah. But now I basically have like a walk is like my first workout of the day, and it helps me think. It helps me, gain more clarity on the stuff that's going on, instead of overstressing my body through a run or a workout or something like that. But it gives me that time alone, that time to think. And then I get to go on walks with my wife too, and we talk about everything that's going on. So that's special. We get our time, away from the kids together. So that's been nice. And then I do whatever the hard stuff is later on. Like I get a run in and I get a lift in, whatever that part is. Just something to make sure that, I'm staying in shape, staying strong for whatever comes down the road.
What book are you on now?
So I'm reading, what's it called? The Soul, what the hell is it called?
He done forgot the damn title.
Yeah, dude.
Because I know we talked about it. Like you were talking about also possibly rereading some of the books.
Yeah.
Or did you do that already? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't reread a book yet.
Okay. We talked about that because, you'd have a different perspective reading it a second time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. There's some books that I definitely want to go back to read. And I think that's what I'm going to do next. But I think it was called, I think the book that I'm reading is called The Body Teaches the Soul. I think that's what I'm reading. And it's a book that connects, eating, sleeping, all your, physical habits and how it connects to God and how we should, like the perspectives we should have on it instead of thinking, it's a lot of things like how we view food and how we view, even just rest, like having, rest days and stuff. Back when I was doing it the first time, that probably wouldn't have sat with me because I was just thinking about heart charging. So now understanding, how rest helps you actually be able to perform better. And with all the things we got going on, you just want to be your best at every single thing. So, having that day of Sabbath what they call it, right? Having that day of rest and recovery, and it doesn't not like you have to sit on the couch and not do anything all day, but taking your mind away from all the things that you do weekly on a normal basis, like work, the business, the brand, the content stuff, all that, just taking a day off. And I've been intentional with that too. Like, so when on Sundays, when the family's together, even though I have to go to work that night, I'm not here. I'm not trying to think about all that stuff. I'm just trying to be with my family and do my 75 hard tasks. That's really it. And for the most part, we kind of take it easier that day. So it's just trying to be intentional in everywhere and every place that you have to be with the people that you're with. But yeah, I plan on going back to reading Atomic Habits. I want to read that again. I don't even know where that book is. That's the problem. So,
I have a copy if you don't have it.
Okay, I might have to borrow it. I think I lent it to somebody, and I don't know who I lent it to.
You got to borrow it back.
So yeah, I got to get it back.
Borrow
I don't want to name any names because I'm not sure exactly, 100% sure.
Call him out, dude. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Give me back my book.
I've given out a couple books, and I 99% sure those people didn't read it, but so I just kind of want it back. If you do have it, if you have any of the books that I lent you,
give it back.
Just let me know. I don't have no personal hard feelings or anything. I just would like to read it again.
Drop it in the slot in the door here. If you don't want to be called out.
Slot on the door that we never use. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a good time, man. I love the feeling of being able to grow and seeing just where it's taking us, and just even just the possibilities, right? Like a lot of possibilities that we didn't see before, right? Like all the things that are already happening right now too. You think back in the brand, we never thought, it would even get to this point of where we have a group of people that are living, the lifestyle that we've kind of, just didn't make up, but we started living, and then now they get to live it and feel that way about themselves, And that's the part that I really like to share, because it's hard to change, man. It's really hard to change. Yeah. And I get it for all of them. So I totally understand when, you're going into a place that's uncomfortable and, you've been set in your ways for such a long time that, especially when you get into a new environment, you might not feel comfortable. You might not feel like you fit, but you step into it long enough and you understand the intentions behind everything, and you understand, you start understanding the concepts of what, the way we're trying to live. It helps out a lot. And when you start seeing the changes in your own life, that's where it's that's why we do it. That's why we do it, because we don't know any other way unless we try to change it. And even if we've seen it, we wouldn't. If we saw it some other way or saw it outside of us, we wouldn't understand it. We would just think it's different. We just know that it's different, but we don't understand.
That's not what we do.
Yeah, that's not what we do. Yeah. And I was there, so I completely understand it. I used to say the same things in my head all the time. I can't do this because this is how I do it. I can't do that because this is how I've always done it. This is who I am, So it's now who I am is different than what I used to be, right? So it's I say different things now and I think different things now. and I feel very differently about things. Especially like I was just telling a coworker last night, like, you know, because she was talking about how at her job, you know, there's people that are lazy on Sundays. They're lazy at work, and there's other people that are working, another group that's working, and she always feels like she wants to go help, but she doesn't want to disappoint or put her group that she got hired on with on the spot and make them feel a certain way because, oh, you're helping and we're not. You know, now somebody might, you know, call them out and be like, oh, how come she can help and you guys can't? And I told her straight up, I was like, you know, I used to be like that. I get it. But if I felt like I wanted to get up and help, I'm going to go help. I don't care what those people think. Yeah. They can have whatever beef with me they want, but it's my life. It's my time. I get to choose how I want to live this, you know? So it's like, I understand trying to be the people pleaser and trying to be nice. And I understand also trying to be, you know, cordial and making sure that you can work with people. So then, you know, having that relationship where you can work and they don't sit there and hate on you all the day, but
trying to avoid all that drama.
Yeah, and avoid all that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, if I'm going to be away from my family, you know, I used to tell you this all the time when we worked together, like in security. It's like, if I'm going to be away from my family, I'm going to be productive. Like, I'm not going to sit here and fucking, I might be getting paid to sit here and shit like that, but I don't really still feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, and I don't want to feel that way. And I'm not going to sacrifice, you know, my internal feelings, my emotions about this just because you know, decide to take the lower standard of lower standard person and be that lower standard person. So I just kind of told her, like, I used to be like that. I'm just not that way anymore. If I want to go up and help and it's going to be productive, it's going to help other people, I'm going to go do that. It might put a fire in their ass too, you know, but either way, I don't care. I'm going to go do it, you know? So it's just one of those things. But, she was talking about she might do 75 hard. So
get ready for the journey.
And there's a couple things that she feels like she can't do, and I just kind of explained to her, like, anybody can do it. Anybody can do.
Is it more of the physical things or more of the?
It's a lot of the. It's definitely mental. I think it was one thing she said was the being outside in the cold all the time, and I was like, that is a hard part, but that's something that you'll eventually get over, and you'll be very proud of as you go through it. That you're getting out regardless of the weather and all that stuff. So
because you're proving to yourself you're doing something that you didn't think you were capable of.
And
every single time you do it,
despite the circumstances outside, you're still executing what you're supposed to execute. So it's a big time, big part of a 75 hard, and I'm glad that's like a part because that opens up your mind to a lot of things. So.
That was crazy. That just reminded me of our run on Sunday, you know, with the rain. It's like initially when I saw the forecast, you know, I'm just like, I do not want to run in this. You know, Heather had to boot me out the door to get it done because Liam was going with me too. So, you know, when we finally got there and got running, like I said, we ran into the rain. I mean, you're in it now. You ain't turning back. It's too late. Just keep going. And we were getting drenched. But then I stopped and thought, it was like, you know, it's not as bad as what I thought. You know, it's never as bad as what you think it is. You know, you just got to get your ass out there, dude. You know, and you know, it felt good actually.
And
it keeps you cool.
And a lot of that is like it's your emotions. It's like you just don't want to. You don't feel like
you want the comfort. You want to stay inside.
I don't feel good. You know, those things that you talk yourself out of stuff. You know, I don't feel good. I'm tired. I got to go work tonight. I got to go do this and that.
A lot of times it's not as bad as you think.
And it's not. It's not. A lot of times you feel way better about it once you're in it. Right after and when you're in it. Like once you get going, okay, maybe the first 10 minutes might suck, but after that it's just, oh, we're good now, you know. And then next thing you know, you're done with it and you did it. So, you know, that's what I was trying to explain, that kind of stuff to her. Like and especially when you do that over time. You do that over 75 days, I think you come out of it. If you do 75 hard correctly, you come out of it really feeling powerful, feeling almost limitless, you know what I mean? And not that you're fucking invincible or anything, but like you just feel like you're capable of so much more, and you realize it, that you realize that you're holding yourself back through all the stuff that you can control. That's why I enjoy doing it, is because it just gives me no excuses. Like it's just the whole, just starting it already just takes away all the excuses, and it's just like day by day you have to take away, when you go into that first workout or whatever, or your second workout of the day, you don't want to do it, or you see that pizza and it smells so damn good, you just want to take a bite of it. It's like I already made the decision.
Yeah.
I already made the decision. That the hard part, that's the real hard part, is making the decision to do it, to start, and then, you know, the rest just comes with it. You know, you set the point where you want to go, so you just have to stay in line with that, and that's what the stacking is, right? You just stack those decisions constantly, and everything else outside of that decision is gone. You take it away. You take away that environment. You take away all those things that could possibly sway you in the wrong direction, especially when you decide you're gonna do something like 75 hard.
Yeah.
And that was a big piece that I told her, is like you're gonna end up having to change your environment. It's just like when, you know, I decided to stop drinking as much and stuff. Everything changed. Yeah. Like everything changed. Like the people that were around me all the time, they stopped coming around, stopped calling me, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the people that realized that I wasn't going to be the guy to be drinking all the time, they came around me more, right? Or I was just with the people that mattered the most, my own kids and my wife, you know, and there's nothing better than that. That's all I need, you know? So, yeah, and I hope she does it, because I really, and I told her, like, I really want that for you, you know, because especially you have kids and stuff like that, and they get to see that version of you.
Did she known about 75 hard, or
she did?
Just knows through you?
She knew about it. I think she said she attempted it. And then she probably made it a couple of days or something, like a week or so. And I was like, I think a lot of it is just letting people know, like, kind of your experience with it. And
was she going solo? Do you know? It's just her thing, because I would say what helped me get through was knowing that everybody else was going through it too. It's like, fuck, I can't be the one to bow out. You know what I mean? Or to fail.
I think she said that her she's got a dude or something like that, and I was like, you should just I guarantee you, if you got him to do it with you, it'd be even better. Like and then knowing that you have a partner, it'd be even better. Yeah. And just getting to challenge each other.
You guys can walk outside together.
Yeah. You go walk together. You know, that's time you get to spend together, stuff like that. So yeah, dude, it's not like it's 75 hard is hard, but it's not
impossible.
Yeah, it's definitely not impossible.
It's doable. It's possible.
Simple tasks that you just have to stick to for 75 days.
You just got to prioritize the tasks of the day.
That's all it is. It's nothing crazy.
But it's also easier said than done.
It is. I mean,
especially if you're coming from zero. If you're coming from undisciplined, no structure, you know, just comfort. I don't want to, you know, do hard shit. That's very hard to do.
It is.
You know, so you got to be willing to know that you're going to go through some shit. But it's worth it, you know what I mean?
It definitely is. It definitely is. That's why I'm doing it for the third damn time. But it's definitely worth it. And it's you just think about all the time you spent bullshitting, doing whatever you want, and then you know you're not like proud of yourself. You know you're not the most confident person in yourself, and you're not confident because you've never, you know, kept the promises to yourself. Yeah. That's the whole point of like 75 hard too, is building your confidence, because you didn't lie to yourself and you kept the promises you made. And when you do that, like, you can really change a lot about your life. And that's why I told her I really want that. I wanted it for her. Yeah. And I hope she does it, you know, like I said, I don't fucking try to convince anybody of anything, but I try to tell them that there are some real good pros to doing stuff, and you're gonna have to make some sacrifices in your life for a short period of time, but it'll be worth it in the end. It'll be worth it. I mean, I didn't expect, before we started 75 hard, like, it was like November or something when I started thinking about it. I think I mentioned I was gonna do it November of 2021. I didn't think I could do it at that time. There's like, I used to watch Real AF and the podcast and talk about all the time. Like, dude, there's no way I could do that. That shit's too hard. That's 2 workouts a day. Like, how can I pull that off? How can I drink a gallon of water and even just follow a diet for that long, you know? Because I've never had to follow a diet that long. And then it was just...
Oh, that's right, huh? You did Whole 30, though.
Yeah, 30 days, though.
That's only 30 days,
you know what I'm saying? But that whole thing, you know, changed it. And ever since then, we just kind of been going, and it's been fucking amazing in so many ways. You know, we've been able to do so many things, been able to do so many cool things, and be part of so many cool opportunities, and meet so many fucking amazing people along the way. And if I never made that decision, I don't think we've ever would have gotten here and been able to do any of these things.
Would have been a different brand.
Yeah, it would have been a different
definitely
brand.
Would have been a different brand.
So, and I'm glad, like, because that's probably the best thing, is that the brand evolved into what it is now because of that.
We would still be doing post-workout chow downs.
Yeah, just be
instead of podcasts.
Yeah,
which was a form of a podcast, I guess, in its own way.
People love that shit, but it wasn't good for us, man. It was terrible. When I look back, I'm like, dude, It was cringe, bro. It was cringe as fuck.
Dude, that freaking 60-second video was cringe, bro. That's the
like,
worst one, dude.
It took us like an hour to film.
I've been really. I was like, I should just delete this damn thing. This should never be seen again.
Oh yeah, that was bad. It's come a long way though, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's nice to look back, man. And that's why, like, now we've talked about it, with the guys too. It's like documenting everything, because I still go through a lot of it, to this day, of where we used to be at and where we're at now and where we could possibly go. That's where, like, when I look at that and I can see that kind of growth, and it can happen to anybody. It's just making the decisions to change, like, because based on what you're doing and the habits that you have and the stuff that you use your time for, that's the results that it's going to produce in your life. So, like, once you realize that, it might not seem like, it's the greatest, because you might not see results immediately, but over time, this is, I think, what is year 5, at least, I think, for me, since did you do 75 the first time when we did it? It was the first time, right? Okay, so it's year 5, right? You're going on year 5, and we don't even know, like, the things that you can accomplish in a decade, in 10 years, is crazy when you stick to the right habits and you stick to, putting your energy into the right things. It's crazy what you can accomplish. And just seeing what we've been able to do in 4 years, I can only imagine, man. Like, because we're just going to get better, and we're going to be able to help more people. We're going to learn new lessons that we can share and all that stuff. So I see no reason to go back. I see no reason, because it'll just be comfortable. And then I'll just have all this regret. And then I'll just feel like I'm living with no purpose, man. Like, I can say, like, I live for my kids and I live for, am I really though? Am I really? The way I look back on it, was I really showing them the life that they could live, or and giving them the life that they deserve? Like, could I teach my son the lessons that I'm teaching him now? I couldn't do that stuff. I can't teach my boys. I wouldn't be able to teach my boys those lessons. All I'm going to refrain back to is military stuff that I did, my growing up, the way I grew up. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us just go right back and retract back to how we were raised. And all we're doing is passing on the same generational bullshit, stuff that didn't make me, that's not the stuff that turned me into what I have become. The stuff that turned me in, the way I got to feeling and being able to be disciplined, is because I made a decision. I made a decision that that's not the way I want to live anymore, because I saw the results that I was getting in my life. And I didn't want to just be another number. I didn't want to just be another dad that was doing what every other dad was doing and being like every other fucking dude out there. Because everybody was getting the same fucking results in their life. Living lives they don't want to live, doing shit to escape the life that they live.
Yeah, nowadays it's easier more than ever to be distracted from that, because you can easily distract yourself from it. You know what I mean?
The screens are taking up everybody's attention, man.
You start feeling guilty, you start feeling down on yourself, depressed. You just turn that bad boy on and you can escape. Yeah.
And I mean, that's why I'm really big on content now, because that I understand that is an issue. That's why I will not sit around here and I'm not going to entertain people. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to entertain people. I'm not trying to have you watch a screen and it's not helping you in any way or teaching you something. That's not what I want to put out there. And despite what everybody else does, and all these different brands, they follow trends and they do all of this stuff. I don't do that. We're not gonna do that here. And it might be cool in a moment, might get you a bunch of views, a bunch of likes. That's not what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for change. I'm aiming for purpose. I'm aiming for improvement in people's lives, man. I just want to help people. And I'm not helping you by taking your attention, wasting your time by distracting you with bullshit. And that's not what I want to do. So we're not going to do that. That's not how I understand before that might have been before all this happened. But with the way the world is now, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste anyone's time. And I definitely don't want to waste mine. So I'm just saying.
Well said.
But 75 Hard is going, and we're going to finish off in probably middle of March again. It's about the same time frame. My plan is day 76, I'll run a marathon. Not actual race, but I'll go out and run 26.2 just to go run. And it's just, for me, it's just setting a tone that, I did the program. The next day, I don't just flip off what I just did, and I do something hard, and it is what it is. Bang. If anybody wants to join me, on 26.2 or a portion of it. I'm most likely going to probably do that over at Foothills.
Oh, okay.
Because it's pretty wide open. It's just going to be easy. I'm not going to sit there and try and go for a time or anything. Just go out there, 26.2. I mean, get some miles in, something a little difficult. And, yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. I guess I can lead me into fucking on my birthday run. Like I said, I'm not big on celebrating my birthday. I'm not someone that, I don't know, I've just never been the type because I don't feel like I achieved anything. I'm grateful for, living another year, but I don't believe in having a celebration just because it's my birthday. I just don't, I just didn't achieve
40.
anything, I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely grateful for, surviving another year, and grateful God gave me more time on earth, especially with the people I love. But I decided to show my gratitude through doing something hard. And what I did do that day was pretty fucking hard. And it felt hard, like, especially towards the end. And it's the longest run I've done. Yeah. And I don't think it won't end there. It won't be the longest run I've done. And I expect to go further than that at some point this year. But it was tough, and that was about 7 hours alone. 7 hours of, just thoughts and
in your
head and step after step, and just focus on what you're doing, focusing on the task and, why you're doing it. And it's cool because, like, I guess, it's really changed over time for me, like, because of all the things that we've done over the years and the purpose behind it. And like, I didn't need anybody out there to see me doing it. That doesn't matter to me. For me, it was getting what I needed to get out of it. It's like I talk about with the marathons. Like, when I train for it and when I go run it, the times are cool, but I'm never going to be an elite runner. I'm never going to train to that level. That's not what I'm aiming for in my life. I do want to train hard and I do want to get better at those things, but I know the sacrifice that you have to put in, and that's not what I want to sacrifice for. So, but when I do the things that I can sacrifice for, like, whatever PRs or anything physical that's challenging, there's things that I want to get out of it. And it's always about kind of like pushing myself to a point that I haven't gotten to yet, and I felt like that day I haven't ran 37 miles before. Yeah. And that day there was obviously a lot of discomfort. You get to the points where it's like I said, like, get to mile 20 and just think about, like, you got to mile 20 and you think you're just a little over halfway through. Yeah. And that was already 3.5 hours of running or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you just think, like, damn, I still have 3 more hours. Like, I just ran this for this long and I still have about that to go again. Yeah. I have to do that again. And of course, and then you also end up slowing down as time goes. Mm-hmm. It's like, so I started off, I think it was at like noon. Yeah, around noon. By the time I was done, it was dark and raining. So, yeah. No, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't dark. Raining. It was just dark. And it was really fucking cold too. And then I have that rain out stuff too. So, like, the longer I run and the longer I'm out there, the colder I end up getting instead of getting warmer. Like, when I'm out there like 4 hours plus, like, I'm getting cold at that point. Like, I had to go in and get my jacket. I put my jacket on and fucking run in a jacket just to keep even my beanie. I had to change my beanie.
Your core temperature?
Yeah, my beanie was all wet, and then it started like freezing on my head, and I'm bald, so it doesn't help.
Oh, man.
So all my head was getting cold. Yeah, it was just. And then, it was at like mile 32, 33. My legs were getting heavy. They were getting tight. The cramping was coming along. I felt like it was coming along, and yeah, it was painful, just like I wanted. I knew it was going to come. You don't get through that without feeling.
You carry much on you?
No. So I was,
or you just loop back around.
Yeah. So place? Like my 35th birthday, we went out to that long thing, but luckily we had you, right? Like, you were coming around with the hydration and fuel and stuff like that.
The aid station.
Yeah, basically mobile aid station, right? And this time I didn't want to have anybody else have to be, out there fucking supporting me. So I just decided on a loop kind of around my neighborhood. I didn't even run. The first 6 miles I ran out and away towards Green River College and then back. So I got that first 6 miles, and then I got that hill. I just want to hit that heavy hill, that big hill early on. and then just come back and stay in that loop for the rest of the time. So 31 miles in just loop basically. And
like a 1 mile loop?
no, it was a little more than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a little more than that. And it would have been nice if I set it up a little differently, but I basically ran a hill at least 15 times. The same fucking hill that I run on. It's my normal
route.
Normal route that I run like in the neighborhood daily. When I run 5 to 7 miles, whatever, 3 to 7 miles in the neighborhood, I'll run right there.
Yeah.
And that hill always it's just a slight shorter one, but it's still like it
taxing.
Yeah, it taxes you. And I ran that thing
after
probably
15 times.
Yeah.
I can imagine the tax.
I ran like 15 times or something like that, dude. So it's like I started to feel it later on, and it was just for me. It's just finding like, are you gonna push through it? Are you gonna push through it? Like, you know, you're asking for it once you say you're gonna go do something like that. You're asking for it. You're asking for pain. You're asking for discomfort, and that's what I was asking for. And for me, it's just proving to myself: am I gonna push myself through it, or am I gonna just am I gonna walk, or am I gonna am I gonna finish this walking, or am I gonna finish this by taking a long ass break, sitting down, and then just go out and try and finish it slowly? No, man. Like I told myself I was gonna do it, and it was at no point that I ever tried. And I think that was a nice part where I definitely obviously gained some confidence from it, where at no point was it like I'm slowing down, or I'm gonna try to make this easier on myself. Like, or did I even think about shutting it down? Like, of course, even when it's painful, like I just didn't think about that. And it was a big point that I made, in a video that I made. It's like, you think about how far you have to go a lot. We think about how far we are to the finish line that we set up for ourselves. But that's what takes a lot of people out of the game, right? Because you're so worried about how far you have to go until you reach a certain point. And I've been on the other side of that, and I just think back at the Ironman, and that was exactly that. It was, I thought about how far I had to go, and with how I was already struggling, and I didn't just think about just taking another step.
Yeah.
Just take another step. Try again. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like my promise to myself to never put myself in that situation again, and never tell myself something like that again. Try again. Yeah. Just take another step and see how far you can get, and then take another step. Just keep doing that, and
one step at a time.
Yeah. And in this run, it was that was just take a step at a time, dude. A mile at a time. A hill at a time. Whatever it's gonna take, just little by little. Just take some chunks out of it. Like you're not gonna take fucking 15 miles in one bite.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take it all out of that run like that. It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a long time. Let it take a long time.
And that is overwhelming. It can definitely get overwhelmed
if you overthink it.
If you overthink
it, and that's why I always talk about simplicity. I always talk about, because that's how you can move. That's how you can scale. That's how you can make things happen. Dude.
Yeah.
You keep it simple.
I can definitely see that.
And just stack onto that. Just keep stacking the small stuff. And it worked. It worked amazing. Like, before you knew it, like, I'm at mile 34. And I'm in it. I'm feeling the pain. I got 3 more miles to go. Not even there. I'm just thinking, okay, fucking let's get to 35. Okay, got 35. Let's get to 36. All right, we're almost home.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Like, you just get to that. It was painful. It sucked, but I know I could go further. If I had to go further that day, I would go further. Yeah. I could go further if I wanted to. But I know when I was done, I wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be with my fucking family, but
yeah, that's crazy. This is a culmination of all that hard shit that you've done over the years that kind of pushed you in that to complete that freaking 37 miles. That's a long distance, dude.
Yeah, it felt like it. That's for sure. It felt like a long time. But
that's funny when you say about that, like not overthinking it. I try to do that to myself whenever with anything. If it's a long run, even if it's a short run, and I'm just fucking tired as fuck. It's like, okay, you can't think about the end. You just gotta get started. You gotta get started, and you're just one foot in front of the other.
Yeah,
and it really does work. Thinking about all that extra shit that hasn't happened yet is just going to waste your energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I've talked about, like even in the past, this was like 3 or 4 years ago when I started talking about this, is creating those triggers for yourself. Like, so when I go into a run, I tell you, more times than not, I don't want to go for the run, but I know I have to do it, and I know that I mean, I don't have to do it, right? But I know it's the best option for me. It's the best thing for me. Do what I said I'm going to do. Go out for my run. For me, it's just fucking put my running stuff on. Once I put those wallicles on, once I put my shoes on, it's going down. Like, it's just going to happen. Like, it doesn't matter. If I'm going to come in for a workout, I have the same routine I always have. I've done it for fucking 4 years now, where I just get the band. I just start warming up my shoulders, and I'm into it. Once I get some push-ups in and I'm warm, game on. Like, I feel like a totally different person now. Like, it just turns into that. And a lot of times, it's just before we step into it is where we try and debate ourselves into not doing it.
Start negotiating with
you
yourself.
Start negotiating and try and talk yourself out of it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do it tomorrow.
Yeah. And it's just not going there, just not going there. Just don't
give yourself the option.
Hit the trigger and just fucking go. Once the trigger's set and you're already in it, man. It's a mental game to keep you from being the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
It's all a game. And if you play with it that way, it's just easier to win. At least long term. At least long term. Short term, a lot of times you might not feel like you're winning, but
ain't that the truth? Yeah.
A lot of short term stuff. It's not going to be fucking highlights, and that's what this game really is. It's not a bunch of highlights and things popping off all the time. It's not that at all. It's a lot of those little things that people don't see. A lot of those things that we do and behind the scenes that make up the decision making here and make up even just the growth that's happening. There's a lot of things people don't see. There's a lot of things that are happening that people don't understand. It's like, you might see, the group or the, me or you or Pal.
Those are the highlights.
Like everybody just doing the stuff. But you don't even understand what it took just to do that day.
To get there.
Yeah, like, it's funny because I look, like when I look around, like, especially at the boys do, like, look at, okay, we go for like a 37-mile run. Like, it is no longer impressive to anybody, right, to do these things. It's no longer impressive for me to go run a marathon anymore. That is the standard. It's the norm for people in their eyes now, right?
Whereas before, it's like, holy shit, did you run a marathon?
Yeah. Right? So it's the norm. It's no longer impressive. The standard has changed. It's like, this is what you guys do, right? And then it's like Powell, and I see Powell go out there now, right? And I think about how far, like, how far he came. Like, we worked out together, and we invited him out to go do the Spartan race one time. Going from the Spartan race, he was in good shape. He was strong. He's already lifting weights and stuff. But it took it to another level of all the other things that we're doing, the running and he's biking again. He's training for another Ironman. Just to see him like go, and he's just going out for his 30, 40-mile bike rides. Like, people don't even understand that. Like, they think that it's an easy thing that he just does. I can guarantee you it's the same thing in his head. He doesn't feel like it. He doesn't really want to go do that shit, but he knows that he needs to. He knows that that's what makes him feel his best. That's what gives him the confidence to walk out there the next time to go do it. The way you show up, how you're going to show up to that Ironman, And it's just funny to see like how the norm and the standard changes for people as they go on this, because they just don't understand everything that goes along with it. Like, just hitting the gym, eating right to be able to fuel yourself for all these things, making decisions to not go out and party, not go out and
it sounded like it was not that easy for him either. It sounds like it's a lot of work.
I
remember he mentioned it on Friday night. So
it's not like convenient, dude. Like,
it's the new standard, but it's still fucking hard. You know what
exactly that the standard, the new standard it's still hard, dude. And it took the hard. It's like what Will, when we did a BBC pod before, and Will said what we used to do was hard for us. What we used to do was hard, and now what we do is still hard. But people don't see it as that. They just think that it's easy, that we're just able to show up on any given day and do it. I mean, some days are like that. Some days it's fucking moving and grooving. But majority of the days it's not. I can tell you that much. It's been fucking. We're going on year 5 of this, and I can tell you, majority of the days, I would much rather just sit on the couch and fucking be with my kids or something. But I'm not giving them the best that I can give them. I'm not giving the people that are around here the best that I can give them. So, and we deserve to chase those opportunities that we get from everything that we're doing. So we show up and we do the damn shit.
Do the hard shit.
Do the hard shit. But yeah, it's just a funny concept to look at, like how
it is.
It's very It's just how people just think that it's easy, and it's just that's just what they do. Yeah, but it still sucks and it's still hard. Yeah. But it's worth it. But it's all worth it. I'd rather live this hard way than the other hard way of dealing with things down the
Like you
road.
said,
And,
choosing your hard.
yeah, and all the bullshit that I used to live in, like all the drama and stuff. There's no drama in my life now, you know? Like there's nothing. I don't deal with that shit.
No
like,
unnecessary drama.
yeah, necessary shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then if I know it's coming, like I'm not, like I literally just talked about, I don't people please. Like I don't sit here and try to act like it's okay and I'm going to try to navigate it and use my emotional energy to try to navigate it.
Yeah, just to make you feel better.
Yeah, we're not doing
Or
that.
others feel better.
I got too much on my plate. I got things that are important and I need to get to that stuff. So I'm not going to waste energy on the stuff that doesn't matter. So I go ahead and nip that shit in the bud and we get rid of it. That's just how it works now.
Yeah.
But yeah. But cool part is all that has led to, MBRC is one thing. Like MBRC is fucking amazing every time. I love the group. I love seeing
I'm missing
the
out,
kids.
man.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, damn it, dude. That's why I went for my run on Sunday. I was like, oh man, I missed my run club.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably we'll see around and hopefully we can, especially like 'cause like the race days and stuff like that. But yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
it's like
But I'm still getting after you guys. I'm still running. Okay.
yeah, it's like it does suck because Mark works on Saturdays and we were holding it on Saturdays now. I just felt like the whole time we were doing it on Sundays that it would have been better on Saturdays just because like just leaving Sunday to let families be let them be with their families and stuff like that and not have to deal with us. Just do the and it's important that people get that time and I was feeling that we were taking that away and I'm glad we were able to come into the new year and everybody was agreed that Saturdays was probably gonna be better. And it's cool because NBHQ is open on Saturdays, so we get to get a NBRC meeting and we're just here anyway to open up the shop. So it's been cool. We got a lot of people getting ready for races in May, so they're stacking their miles and it's good that we get to all do it together. And
Reminds me, I got to put my time off for that.
oh, for the race.
Make sure.
And then we got, it's just, we're going to be trying new things. It was nice even just to see Eric. Eric he ran a little bit for the first time, since the whole thing that happened to him. So, just those little things, man, those little moments and, the kids, seeing the kids have some like breakthroughs and having their relationships here and all of us just building on our relationships here.
Yeah.
So it's the kind of community I feel like I've always like yearned for, like deep inside. And the crazy part is that I didn't have to go out and seek it. We were able to build it, build it here and find it here. People showed up that, that are helping us build it, and it feels right. Feels good. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody shows up, and
I was gonna say, that's the difference. People are showing up because they want to be.
Because they don't have to.
Yeah,
they don't have to, and nobody's paying to be here. Nobody's like being paid to be here. Nobody's stuff like that. So it's nice that we have that, and then that led into initially the very first time we really ever thought about putting groups together, group workouts is really what we have now. And we started Friday night lifts. We've had 2 sessions together, and
which is pretty dope.
It's fucking powerful, man. Like it's so much energy. It's so much of the environment that I think guys need, especially like our guys, like guys that come from where we come from, like, and it's cool because anybody can do it, right? Anybody can show up and do this stuff. Because you're around people that will help you, and it's just because
this was my first one, and first time doing anything like it. My workouts have been consistent of, years ago working out with like my brother or whatever, and then working out with you, but it was just me and you. And then to step into something like this, where there's way more dudes, you know what I mean? That's kind of like, I was nervous going into it. I didn't know what to expect because I wasn't there for the first one. But I do like the environment that I do like the way it felt. Everybody was encouraging. Everybody was positive for the most part. Just fucking going through the suck together. You know what I mean? That was really cool to see. And then even for the young ones to be here to see that. They might not realize it now, but there's definitely a seed that's been planted. It shows you something different. There's more to life than just fucking.
Your cell phone and video games.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're seeing grown-ass men go through some hard-ass shit, you know? And there were some dudes that were going through some hard shit that night, too, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and it's funny that you bring that up when you were talking about even, like, this is our space, but
Right.
still you walked into it being
Yeah.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
and not just not knowing.
Yep.
And that's the way a lot of people will feel, and that's a big reason why a lot of people won't show up.
Yeah.
They know about it, they want to come, but
Yeah.
you never. And this is a big fucking point that I want to make with that is because I know that a lot of the reason why, like, people want to show up, right? But the reason why they wouldn't is because a lot of it could be you can get exposed
Yeah.
to the perception that you've been putting out, right? Of who you are, like how tough you are, how strong you are, all this stuff. And you can get exposed in this environment.
Yeah.
But the cool part about this place is that's okay, and that's what you need. We're not looking to expose you and shit on you for it. We're looking for you to
Yeah.
find it, expose it, be aware of it, and fix it.
Yeah.
Make it better.
Yeah.
Make it so that whatever perception you're actually putting out, you are that. You can make yourself that, and
But you can become him.
yeah, he can become him, you know. And it's like I told you guys when I set up the workouts. Look, I don't fucking care how much weight you can lift one time, but can you endure?
That was another interesting thing to see too. There wasn't there wasn't a bunch of ego lifting because some of them that bar was light.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, you look through the video. Everybody's fucking lifting
Yeah.
light because I mean, after you knock out 100 lateral raises, and that's me. And so I was
Like
saying
the lateral raise with the push-ups,
Yeah,
bro.
the push-ups, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even for me, it's like, damn, dude, what the fuck happened?
yeah, and then it's
You know?
like you're fucking in a hurry to get it done because your partner's
Yeah,
done, you
everyone's
get up.
pushing. Everyone's pushing in a good way. And yeah, you're right. Because normally it's like, I could fucking bust out 100 push-ups. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like, okay, I got, Mars waiting on me, so I got to get going.
Yeah.
Or I see fucking you or Pow just like, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm over here like, oh, fuck, I got to speed up. I don't want to,
Yeah, dude.
all in my head. But yeah, it was a good push, though, And you're right. It does expose.
There's a lot of challenges and a lot of things going on in people's heads when they're in an environment like
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
So that's another thing. Like you learn, okay, yeah, there's people watching you, but it's not in a way where,
There's no judgment.
yeah, it's not
Planet
like you're
Fitness
being
up in here.
judged. It's just being like, I don't want to let, and this thing kind of environment I wanted to try to make sure we created here was, it's like, I just don't want to let these guys down. I just don't want to let them down, right? And because they're here, they're struggling. I have to go through the struggle too.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and take it easy.
Yeah.
And that's what we've created. Like they literally see that. You can see it in their fucking eyes, bro, and how they're working. You can see it.
I saw that exactly with Marv because I teamed up with him. Every time I pushed, because go through the first set of 20, it's like, okay, 20, you got to find out. Like you said, you can't move it. You got to finish that set with that weight.
With that weight, yeah.
So I was a little cautious in the first one. Okay, let's feel this out.
Yeah.
If I know I can do more, I stepped up on the second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Marvin saw that. He saw that a lot. He's like, "What, bro? You going up?" It's like, "Yeah, bro. It's just And I was like, "Yeah, we can take it off. We can." It's like, "No, bro. Let me try."
Yeah.
And it's like almost every rep, every set we did, he tried. He's
Yeah.
like, "No, bro. Let me try it out. Just
Yeah.
let me try it."
See?
And he did. It forced him to push himself. And he went into it like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, can I do this? But it was cool to see him push through a lot of that. A lot of the step up that I was doing, just because for me, I was like, okay, I can do more.
Yeah.
It pushes him. It's like,
And you're a lot bigger guy than him too. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And for him, it's like, well, if he can do more, I can do more.
Yeah.
And at least let me try.
Yeah.
Instead of, yeah, bro, just take it off.
Yeah.
He didn't back down on any of the weight. He attempted.
Yeah.
And especially for the last 2 sets were 10. It's like, okay, yeah, you can push harder now. It's less. I told him, bro, it's only 10.
Yeah.
Let's go. And he did it. So
Hell
it was
yeah.
like, that was dope to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, bro. Because you just because if you're by yourself, you're just,
you're not.
It's like, nah, I'm not doing. It's like, I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
I'll just,
Or cut the reps down.
But yeah. But it's like I said, you get to set your standard. You get to set the effort that you're putting into it today, and you're gonna walk out. And if he didn't, right? So like, if he didn't step up or challenge himself, he came out of those reps like did the first 2 sets of 20, and they were just easy. You're gonna walk out of here, and you're gonna be like,
could have done more.
yeah, I left some in the tank. I could have
Yeah.
done better. Like that's on you now. That's on you. That's the standard that you set. But it was fucking. Both times have been really fucking great environments, man. Like everybody's pushing, everybody's hurting, you know, and just understanding that, like, everybody's here. You're not the only one. Everybody here, you can see everybody fucking dripping sweat. You can see everybody just grunting and just fucking. It's not like making noise just to make noise. No, motherfuckers are feeling it, bro. And we literally started off with 100 lateral raises and 100 push-ups. And shock the hell out of your goddamn upper body before we get into this. And that wasn't even the workout. That was just the warm up into the actual fucking lifts. You know, and that's like another psychological thing. It's like, fuck, we can do all that and then still do that. But everybody was capable. I know everybody's capable. That's why I said it that way. But you're gonna have to push at some point. At some point, your body's gonna tell you no. It's up here. You need to fucking figure out. Yeah. Right. And a lot of it. Let's seeing all the guys just fucking how they're hurting, shaking, like that is the shit right there. But guess what? That was push-ups where like people were hurting, right? Yep. You still went, and they still went through the workout. Still went through the workout. There's like 700 reps plus that night. And every rep was done, you know? And that's the shit that they can walk out of here and be proud of. Like, I feel that this shit did something, you know? And it's, for me, it's like, because the lifting heavyweight, it's great, right? That's great for whatever goals you're setting. But everybody knows at this point, I'm not about that. I'm not about the crazy heavy lifting. I'm about
your PR and, you know.
And that's cool. Like, whatever you do. But I'm about fucking helping people build something that at least is more important to me. Your mindset, your confidence levels, you know, how can you endure? Like that's the shit that really takes outside of here, outside of the gym, that really translates to your life. And that's the stuff that I want to do here. And you can be the strongest motherfucker, right? You can come in here, you can deadlift 600 pounds, you can fucking squat, you know, 405, all that stuff. And that's a short period of time that you have to endure some pain. But can you endure a whole hour and a half and just fucking keep pushing yourself? I bet you can, though. I bet you can, though, with a bunch of dudes that are going to push you to do it. I bet you can. You know, it's a different type of workout. You know, everybody has their like strengths, right? Yeah. And it's you can see it. You can see it. Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't even want to talk about it. Never mind.
What I was going to say was like, it's funny because I even know for me, when it came to the push-ups, it's like, everybody was shaking. I had to drop to my knees, you know, to finish up the last set. And at that point, it's like, this is the fucking warm up, dude. We still got a lot more to go. So it's like, and then knowing that we had to do push ups was it pull ups at the end? Yeah. I was like, bro, I don't even know. In my head, I don't know how the fuck this guy thinks I'm gonna do some pull ups, dude. But and then we're gonna try.
And you did a shitload. Like you did a shitload.
Yeah, shout out to Pal for having my back.
And that's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's assisted. The effort is still the same.
Right. It's still
fucking sucks, bro. Like, and that's
my lats are still sore.
And that's, I mean, there was a whole
Tuesday.
It's fucking 4 days after.
Yeah.
I mean, we had an instance where was that? It was, again, me pushing my son, dude. And it got intense. It got like, I don't feel like it was very intense. I'm on him like that for a reason, and I'm on him because I know that I know he's capable of so much, dude. Yeah. There's so much potential in Andre, and I fucking love my son, so I'm gonna push him. Yeah. I'm going to push him, and that's my responsibility to do that. And the one thing that really got me, right, that got me to that point where, okay, now I'm pushing, it's controlled chaos. I'm going to push on you now, because it came out of his mouth where he said, I can't. And that's where it got to me and it bothered me. Where I'm standing right over you, son. Yeah. I'm telling you right now that I'm going to help you. Do not tell me that you can't. You're giving up on me. You're giving up on your partners that are sitting around you right here helping you. Yeah. Do not say you can't when you have this much support. That's what got me. So I had to fucking get on him. I had to raise the stress levels a little bit. Pushed him. Did he get emotional? Yes. It's necessary, right? It's okay. Yeah. Your tears might come out. We all fucking cry. Yeah. Get it out. Get back to work. You're fine. You know? Yeah. And same thing. Like some kids, it rattled some people, right? Yeah. And it's okay. You know? That's the kind of environment you're part of, though. But you understand that it comes from love. Yeah. It comes from knowing that you're capable of more. And I'm glad that I was able to see that happen, and everybody still finished their workout, right? It was just, that's what this environment creates. Like that's what I like about it, because you can be vulnerable here. You can be vulnerable to the fact that you're going to be in pain, and you might not be as strong as somebody else, and you might not, you might not be where you want to be yet. But it's okay, because this is where we're going to build. Yeah. This is where we're going to build together. And
that's what you said, right? You said something about that on the day of. This is where we grow. right?
Yeah.
You said something along this line. I can't
Yeah.
exactly remember what you said, but
Yeah, and that's all we have to keep seeing it as, man. Like, it doesn't have to be, you're trying to prove something. If you're trying to prove anything, you got to prove it to yourself.
Right.
Like, that's all you're trying to prove. You're not trying to prove. Like, I'm not out here even, like, when we're lifting, I'm not trying to prove I'm stronger than anybody else. I'm not trying to challenge anybody else. I'm trying to challenge myself.
Right.
I'm trying, like I just finished talking about, I'm trying to grow myself so that I can help these other people, bro. And that's what they need to kind of see it as for themselves too.
They need to be put through that adversity to be pushed, especially as young men. Mm-hmm. I think it was important for him to go through that, and also for the others to witness that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you look back, everybody else is, all the men here are pushing themselves, past what they think they can. Like I was saying with Marv, it's like, so setting that tone, setting an example, I think is important for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dope part is that they fucking enjoy it and they're going to come back.
Yeah.
Despite
they all
how
still
hard
finished.
it is. Everybody finished it.
No one ran away.
Yeah. Despite how hard it was, fucking whatever weight it was, it's still hard. It's hard because you have to put in effort to still fucking get those reps done.
Yeah.
The rule that I set, like, that night was like, so you have 4 sets, right? First 2 sets is
20 reps.
20. I mean, a set of 20, second set of 20, then the set of 10, and then a set of 10. So 4 sets on each exercise. This was after lateral raises and after push-ups, 100 of each. The rule was, whatever weight you set, you have to finish that set with that weight. You can't put the bar. You can't lower the weight mid-set or nothing like that. Whatever you start with, because that's what you're gonna fucking. What happens is, like, you get. And what I didn't want to see was egos get involved, right? So you throw on a bunch of fucking weight, and then you can't lift it, and then you got to drop weight. No. So I wanted to be, you control it, you get to gauge, you get to find out. But if whatever you choose, you deal with the consequences of that that decision, right? You can choose to go super light to where you get nothing out of it, or you can choose to go to a weight that might challenge you even those 20 reps. Yeah. It could be a fucking warm-up set. It could be the second set where you go up a little bit and you'll be like, okay, I can challenge myself some more, kind of like what you're just talking about. Yep. And it's that. And that's why I'm not choosing anything for anybody. We're selecting the exercises based on what the space we have. That's the only reason why it's like structured like that. It's because of the space we have, and we want to be efficient and effective. But other than that, it's just putting people to work and just getting them to fucking challenge themselves and find out that they're capable of more than they've been doing. And I don't expect people to go and do workouts like this all the time. Like, that's fucking, it's too much. You don't want to work out like that all the time. Like I always say, I think it's way more effective if you're doing a little bit. Like, even my workouts is like a 45 minutes to an hour, 4 or 5 exercises, 4 to 5 sets of each, and that's it. Like, and this is, but if you do it daily, like, that's gonna create that compounding effect that just gets your body adapted and stronger,
Yeah.
But it's not fucking doing stuff like that. Like I said, this is a challenge of the mind. It's a challenge of the mind. Get you going, get you engaged, get you working. And knowing, like, okay,
and that was definitely a challenge of the mind.
Still have all this, right? Like, everybody's jumping from one thing and like, I still got this. Yeah. There's so much stuff going on, dude. There's so much stuff going on in people's heads, and
it was busy in here, dude.
Yeah, I love fucking seeing it, dude. I just fucking love seeing it. I love seeing everybody just fucking grunting and working and knowing that, dude, this is gonna benefit you so fucking much. Like, I love seeing that shit.
It was pretty dope. It was dope.
Yeah. So I can't wait to the third one, and and the crazy way, I kind of figure out the exercise or the workouts like right before we do it. Like, I'm not like,
I think I had a video of you clip. You were showing Pal. You guys were talking about something.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to make it so that everybody can work and it's not held up too much and stuff like that in certain ways. But
you got to keep it flowing.
Yeah, just keep it moving so that everybody kind of gets similar break times and stuff like that. But I'm glad everybody pairs up with somebody that they close to matching with and stuff like that, and then. You just fucking work, like,
it was fun.
And then seeing the kids do it together, and I think the next day, or Sunday on Andre's birthday, they were together, and I think they were like talking about that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and then like even like Wendy bringing it up to me last night about they were eating dinner last night, and they watched the video of the whole thing, and it's cool to see like the boys are pointing out, like, oh, this is what happened.
That's cool.
That
They
night.
can see it.
Yeah, see, like they get to, like, Wendy wasn't there.
They could witness to,
Yeah, she got to enjoy their moments and the stuff that they remember from it.
Yeah,
and that's the stuff that that's what we're trying to create here. Those things that they can always look back on and like, I did that. I did that, so I can do this, so I can do more. you know.
Yeah.
So super fucking powerful stuff, and I enjoy this shit a lot. I enjoy this shit. I'm really glad that, you know, this is where God's led us to when it comes to the brand. Because I think about, like, if we, those times in the garage, and those times at the events where we have one table and fucking 2 hanging racks, like, you know, $30 in the bank account, like,
oh man, dude.
just fucking wondering, is this shit ever gonna work? And you know, we're not there yet. We're not where we want to be, but this is the kind of stuff that it's just so fucking powerful, dude. It's so fulfilling. It's just because other people are involved and other people's lives are affected, and that's what makes it all worth it. Yeah. So, I mean, whenever that time comes where it feels like we're closer to where we want to be, then it's gonna be great. But I'm gonna live in these moments. Like, I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it because it's fucking powerful, and I love it. I just love it. I love seeing everybody, because I can only imagine where we would have been if, you know, so we look back at our days in security, my boy. Like,
it was a different time.
It was a fucking different time. That was just, what, 5 years ago, something like that, right? 5-6 years ago.
Is it that? I don't even fucking know.
I just remember when we started.
It feels like a while ago, though.
Yeah, your boys was going to Qdoba.
Yep.
Like 2-3 times a week.
Qdoba, that was the main one. Sam Choi.
Sam Choi. Just fucking lifting heavy weight.
Thank goodness those Sam Choi's closed down near me, because
oh my god. But yeah, dude, we just wanted to update and kind of what everybody's been going through, or what's been happening with the brand. You know, we're gonna come out with a lot more of those behind the brand videos. I think those are really cool. Like, we really want to show people that, you know, the stuff that we're doing, just mainly because to show that you can trust us, you know, and we're doing what we say we're doing, and we're trying to make that impact that we always say we want to make for the better for our people. And we're always trying to get more and more people involved that need it, that feel like they're ready to make a change. Like, we can't change people that don't want to be changed, and I'm not trying to force anybody. Those people will come when they're ready, but the right people are here right now, and our focus is on them, and our focus is to help them. So it's good fucking times, man.
It's a great time.
So we got the February drops out, and that February drops out. Waiting on all this other stuff's coming. We might have to adjust some stuff that me and Mark were just talking about. Might have to adjust some things because of how shipments are going and stuff for the next drops, but there are going to be some dope ass drops. So man,
stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. And it said, like, if you guys want to support the brand, support us, and, you know, the stuff that we're doing, you know, share the pod, share the message, share the mission, and shop your gear at
NesianBuilt.com.
You know, the gear's there, and then we have the shop. MBHQ's open 5 days a week.
That's right. Yep.
So you can come through, and
hours on the website.
Yeah, the hours are up on the website, up on our social media accounts. So all the info's out there. I think we're on Google too. So if you need the location, it's right there. Yep. Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys checking out another pod. This is number 57, and like I always say, we're just getting started.
57. I forgot about that.
57. But yeah, anything else?
No. It's been a fun week.
Yeah. It's been good. Productive. But yeah, man, you guys keep stacking. But you know the deal. Go out. Be your best. Always do that shit out in style. Let's go.